Welcome back to the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Southeast Termite and Pest Control. We are heading into the dog days of summer, the final backyard barbecues and such. It is a good time to clear out the mosquitoes to protect your family. Southeast Termite and Pest Control, they do 1 or 2 time treatments here at the end of August and September. They do them right up through September. Try it this year. Once you see the results, I'm betting you're going to do it all next summer. And that's how good their mosquito treatments are. So if you're planning a few more outings in the backyard and you want the mosquitoes out of there, call Southeast Termite and Pest Control and give them a test shot. See what they do, and you'll wind up doing it next year, guarantee it. SoutheastTermite.com. Okay, the Vols are 27th in the current 24/7 sports rankings, as we just showed you. But they're in the chase for the #1 player in the country. I would think that would help their ranking a little bit. Give me, very quickly, we don't need to break down all these guys, but give me some names of big name guys that they're still in on. And I don't mean they're number 9 on an 8-team list. Guys that you think, there's a legitimate shot here. And then tell me what the best case scenario is for this team in terms of ranking. How high can they get? So who are they in on still that are big names, if there are any, aside from Nolan? Mm-hmm. And then how high could they climb in their rankings?
That's one of this will play into the second part of the answer, but the big names that you see out there, the guys who are top targets, a lot of them not 4- and 5-star players. So they're guys that Tennessee's prioritized. Joshua Josephs, for instance, an edge rusher from the Atlanta area. Big time target for Tennessee. You're battling Michigan, Kentucky, Auburn for him, but he's a 3-star right now. How do these guys change in the rankings? That'll determine the second part of this. But Walter Nolan really is the big name out there that they still have a shot at. They got Addison Nichols. The only question is, do they circle back to some in-state big names, try to get in on anybody else this fall that they're not in on right now? That's a possibility. But aside from that, not a lot of 4-stars in play. That leads to the second part of the answer, which is it's going to be hard. I mean, if you're used to Tennessee signing a top 15 class under a first-year coaching staff, I don't think you're going to see that this year. It's going to be really tough for Tennessee to get to that point. I would even go this far. Without someone like Walter Nolan, at least someone in that range, I think asking for a top 20 finish is probably too much to expect. I think a top 25 class is a realistic goal. It depends on how some guys finish in the rankings. Do some players in this class move up? But they have a chance to do that if they get some of the right guys. But to even crack the top 20, I think you probably need Walter Nolan or someone of that caliber.
Okay, so best case scenario, you're thinking try and get inside the top 25. Right now you're at number 27.
Yeah, and I think that's a realistic goal where they are. 14 commitments, they'll add several more, obviously. So you get several more and they're good players. Top 25 is a decent goal.
Any chance of getting anybody to flip back that you may have lost? The Twins that decided they were going to go to Kentucky early on. If you had some sort of, if you went ahead and said we're going to take a 1-year bowl ban, and the NCAA said, yeah, cool, we're good with that. Is there any chance that those two brothers, who said it was a huge part of their decision, would they ever look back at Tennessee, or is that done?
I think that one, as of right now, is probably done. But sometimes you think that going into the fall and things change, so you just never know. But that's Georgia running back commitment Jordan James over in Murfreesboro. Guys like that in state. Tennessee never really got a chance with those guys. Do they get them on campus this fall? Does anything change there? That's what will be worth watching in state, because again, there are several good in-state players in this class going elsewhere. Can Tennessee get back in the door with any of them in the coming months?
Excellent. Very good, Ryan. Thank you. I always appreciate it when we lean on you for the recruiting stuff. When we come back, let's talk about Peyton Manning. I don't know if you've heard this or not, but he's going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame tonight. We'll discuss he had a unique end to his career, and it's going to be a unique night tonight, considering who he's invited, who all's around him, who's going in with him. It's kind of a storybook perfect finish for Peyton Manning. We'll discuss that, and then we got much more on Vols in the Hall of Fame. Could anybody ever reach that level of love that the fan base has for Manning? We'll discuss it all. Come on back on the Sports Source.